facial meeting. Please let me on face.
Okay, as I said earlier, we give praises to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not by our power, but it is through His mercy that He has chosen us to be part of this gathering. So as we are about to start the program, we leave everything into His hand. We ask for His guidance and protection throughout this program. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب الدنيا وقنا عذاب الآخرة وقنا عذاب المنافقون برحمتك يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you. Now, we have good evening once again. My name is Lord Watara-Nellyun, SLCPL, and we have special guests among us, starting from our former SLC Vice President, our former SLC Vice President Stephen Ajay Danso. His Excellency,
Unified.
We also have the grandson president here. Please, His Excellency, let's see your hands.
Finance gentleman.
The former SRC Vice President, His Excellency Reagan Darko, and former SRC President, His Excellency Ephraim.
Papawan.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third local assembly meeting and the first of the second semester. I want to continue with the introduction. We have in the house, let me acknowledge the presence of all class reps. Can I get away from you, all class reps present? Thank you for coming.
Oh my God, what's your problem?
Are you in his class?
What is your problem?
All right. Time is on, our friend. All committee chairpersons present. Away from you, the audit board, the electoral commissioner, the chairman of amalgamated clubs and societies. We also have in our midst the former team president who doubled as the chairman of the sanitation. Where are you? The wave. Thank you. All departmental presidents are you in the hall? The GASA president, the ISAC president, the AMES president. Thank you for honoring our invitation. We also have one man in our midst. He has been with us for almost 10 years in this very chamber. The longest 7LA member, former Speaker of Senate, former PRO. All right, today the house is blessed. If I'm not mistaken, this should be the first time for the past 3 to 4 years that I've stayed on this campus. It's the first time that a GRASAC president has joined the local assembly himself. Friends, if your hands are not busy, help me welcome His Excellency Kenneth Abam, the GRASAC president, USTED-Mampong campus. go back to last but one or the final item on the program lineup. That's a welcome address by the president. Although I've touched on that. Friends, we are here as student leaders, class reps representing various programs. That is not to say you should not talk when you see that things are going wrong.
Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank God.
But please, it should be constructive, devoid of insult. Honorable members, have you received the agenda for the day? The QR code is on your desk. You kindly scan and get the agenda. We also have some hard copies here, but they are not enough. Honorable members, without much ado, can someone move for the adoption of the program lineup? For the discussion of the program lineup. His Excellency Chris Yokufo Jr.
Thank you very much, the Chair. I am your Christian Tufo Jr., the JCRC Watara-Nellyun Hall President. I ideally move for the discussion of the program outside. Thank you.
Any seconder? Yes, sir. Officer.
Thank you much, your Vice Chair. I second the move for the discussion of the program.
Thank you very much, Officer. I'm only passing that information. I'm not mentioning your name. I can see 3 hands.
Someone raises his hand up first.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. My name is Reganda with the immediate past. SRC Vice President. I came knocking on the door around 4 p.m. but it's quite unfortunate. There was no one around. And then as I see on the program outline, we have 4 p.m. If the time stated for the meeting is 4 p.m. and then we are starting at 9 p.m. And then I think the executive council, executive members, they owe us some kind of apology. Not some kind because of apology. Yes.
Thank you very much, His Excellency
I've been here
Reganda.
for that long, Mr. Chairman. Respectfully, my stomach is even hurting.
I think I should have rendered that unqualified apology to you before I even welcome you. It escaped me. The plan was to commence the meeting at exactly 4 p.m. But due to circumstances beyond our control, we have to commence at this time. So please, House, on behalf of the Executive Committee of the SRC, we are truly sorry and we promise you that it won't repeat itself again. Thank you. Is it a free hand? All right. Honorable Combat.
Now you have seen me in the chair, in the person of combat. You did pass SRC training. Mr. President, the point I'm raising is an emergency.
I sit here as the chairman of this president.
Okay. President Chair, I'm just trying to pass an information, and it is one of the valid ones that I could pass in this house. Mr. President, at least there's some little explanations. The reason why at least 90% of the executive committee are wearing black, that's my first question. Whether the university are mourning someone or something like that. 2, and if the house can bear witness, those members that are here, I can beat my chest that the LA members themselves, the co-chefs, they are not up to 10, or if they are up to 10, they are no more than that. I don't know whether there was a bridge of what communication between the PRO or between the executive committee with the class reps, or about half of them, those that are seated there are gender boys, and most of them are not correct. How would they now communicate the information back to their members? Because most of them are not here. And on the agenda, a lot of things are going to be discussed over there. At the end of the day, it will be like the SRC information is not getting to the student at the base. Why? Because the representatives that they have elected, they are not performing their job. So if the House can do something about that, to also improve it small. But Mr. President, the agenda, I'm having some questions. You are supposed to brief the House of the GA matters arising, and I've not seen that one part of the agendas, because now we are not having a council rep. We are hearing news across campus and outside campus.
The GA, you and I are very much aware that the last time we went for GA is almost 4 months now, if I'm not mistaken. Item that we have today, matters arising from the GA will be discussed at AOB. Now, we also ask how information will get to class reps. But you and I can testify that the day has been a busy day, not only for the SRC, but for the whole university community. So, pardon them on that. We're also believing that whatever that will transpire here, we'll share it on their class rep page and they will take it to their various classes. Now, our appearance today. The Nana of our campus. So we went there, ASU. They are the custodians of the people's custom. So in a way of celebrating them, we needed to come to LA with that outfit that we sent there, so that they know that yes, the SRC stands with them. That accounts for the reason why we are all in black. Thank you very much. Today we are going to code switch and code mix. Ideally, we're supposed to introduce the interventional science, but someone has just craved our indulgence. So I'll call on the former SLEX president, His Excellency Vincent Yeboah, to take the House through the interventional science. Where's the PRO?
Thank you, His Excellency, for the honor. My name is Vincent Yeboah, the immediate past Senior Legal Society, the Chief Justice of Preston and West, former Financial Secretary to SLES, former aspirant SRC, course rep, for data science education. And so, Article 32 of the UEW Constitution is the mandate of how we communicate in our meetings. And so, we will take them. If you have an information to give, either the freehand or point of information, and that is the way we communicate. If someone is speaking on the floor and maybe you want to correct it that way, or
His Excellency Elder Stephen Ansung.
Thank you very much, the Chair. I'm Stephen A.J. Downs, former SRC president. Chair, respectfully, I think the former SRC treasurer asked a very important question with regards to quorum. I don't know the number of people here who are LA members though, but if really we haven't formed quorum, then with your permission, let's pass a resolution so that we won't, I don't want to say waste our time here, because if we are not able to pass a resolution, you know very well that whatever thing we will do here will be considered illegal if someone decides to take action against us. So let's pass a resolution. If indeed we haven't formed a quorum, or perhaps you can cross-check, then we make move. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Elder Stephen Dansu. I think we have formed quorum. We have about 6 committee chairpersons here. We have more than 8 class reps here. The GRASAC president is an early member, and all members of the executive committee are present. And all departmental presidents are also early members. Honorable Yewa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Looking around, well, I can't challenge the chair. However, when you look at the agenda, my name is Mr. Yewa. Reading of previous minutes, we will discuss it. And so, if there should be any resolution to be passed, the level 400 class rep are early members but cannot be sworn in. So I will plead if it will come first so that any discussion that will go on here where any members have to vote, the level 400 class rep can also put in their vote. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellency Vincent Yeboah. I think before we even swear them in, we have to form the quorum first before we swear them in. That's why I said, shall we count? Early members, please be upstanding. Honorable members, I think we have to form quorum because half of early members. Thank you very much. Kindly resume your seats. We can make the progress. His Excellency Bright Bohini.
Thank you, the wisest chair. My name is Bright Bohini, former local mix president and former unified local mix president. The chair respectfully. We'll give a lot of feedbacks looking at the position of the speaker. Thank you, the wisest chair. The chair respectfully, at the last local assembly meeting, which is the second local assembly on this very floor, I made a submission that a committee was formed in local assembly, before local assembly, of which they are to work and probably give a report to local assembly members. But looking on the agenda, I'm not seeing anything of that sort, which is the parliamentary committee. Secondly, we go to page 22 of the SRC Constitution. Let's move to 23 on the audit committee. It says the local SRC audit board shall function as enshrined in Article 12, Clause 14, Subclause I to X of the Constitution, which should take us back to that very clause. So we move to page 19. And please, Clause 8, Subclause then I read. The findings of the board shall be communicated to the General Assembly or Local Assembly together with its opinion as to the advisability or otherwise of transactions undertaken by the SRC commissions or committees of the Local Assembly. And the chair respectfully from the practice and what is stated in the Constitution. Either at the second local assembly of the administration or the third local assembly of the administration, the SRC audits per practice mostly gives us an internal audit report of the happenings so that early members can decide whether to give a vote of no confidence in some of the committee members or to allow them to continue on their work. But looking on the agenda, there is nothing like that. Thirdly, because of which we must follow things of standard. It's not a standard font, and reading has become difficult for us. Please, the first thing I want to read is I am seeing Agenda 8, updates on the SRCB celebration. The House respectfully and the Chair. A committee was formed in this House, sworn in at Executive Committee meeting, of which you elected or you chose a chairman of the committee, which happens to be the Vice President of the SRC, who doubles as the Financial Committee Chair. Respectfully, from the practice of the local assembly, anytime there is a committee, fashion and scrutiny. Secondly, when we come for our first local assembly meeting at entertainment or entertainment, the SRC celebration, we quote an amount without bringing a breakdown. So once the committee is formed, the committee brings a proposed activity and also breaks down the budget for local assembly to discuss and approve. From there, it goes to management, the university management, for final approval. And it seems, looking through the budget, we've seen flyers of activities going out, of which it has scheduled dates from practice and precedence. I think this is the first time something of that sort is happening on Amsterdam campus. And the only conclusion we can come to is either the powers of the local assembly is undermined, or the SRC Executive Committee wants to find their way out and ignore local assembly. If so, I want the chair together with ESCOM members to state that you don't need local assembly so that we all go. But if local assembly is functional, there should be an agenda on this other paper to discuss the proposed activities of the SRC and also a proposed budget breakdown of the SRC celebration. I humbly submit.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Watara-Nellyun, my direct boss. He gave me an appointment to serve under his leadership as a PRO, the local office. Thanks for the opportunity. Now let me start from the last question. You said per practice and precedence, the committee is supposed to submit their activities to be discussed at LA. But this time round, it did not happen like that. I don't want to say there's first time to everything. I don't. But you realize that the academic year has changed, or the calendar has changed. First, if you remember, the time school resumed last year is different from this time around. Government has reverted to the old academic calendar. On grounds of that, it has affected activities from management. It discussed or proposed activities to be discussed. You see, and others are wearing. It took the planning committee to consult with some of the executive committee members to come out with that initiative. If you remember, or if, as you know, all companies prepare their budgets at the end of the year. So any proposal that needs to fly needs to get to them around December so that they can plan and factor in if they will be able to sponsor you. We send our proposal to MTN in December for this very program. We reach out to GCB and Co, and they are telling us that we came late. Simple because we were trying to wait for LA so that the committee members will present their proposed activities to be discussed at LA before we do what? We commence or start seeking for sponsorship. So the executive committee met, then we took a decision. After they were sworn in at ESCOM, we sought permission and approval from the registrar, our campus registrar, and we went ahead to distribute letters. I can tell you on authority that the committee are through with 50% of the work that needs to be done for the week celebration. So, honorable member, please, it's a practice. But this time around, the calendar has changed and it has affected everyone. This year, we'll come back to school in November. October, we are coming back. So they will have less than 2 months as break. Previously, we used to spend 4 months. But everything has changed. So we have to also change along. So honorable member, if the committee members did not present their activities to be discussed at the local assembly, I think this is one of the reasons. And we want to plead with the House to bear with us. Now, I believe I have attempted in answering your question. That's the first question. And the second one has to do with Parliament. Yes. You see, to spearhead it. I personally wanted to task the chairman of the Amalgamated Clubs and Society, His Excellency Biduk Isaac, to champion that cause. But the House agreed. The House said no, it should not be an SRC project.
The Chair, please, in respect to my own submission.
I have not called my boss. Honorable Dan Obri has been up for some time now.
Thank you very much. I am Obri Daniel. I would like to draw the House into a certain direction. We are here to discuss let's say the other people. So let's go by the other people one by one. What we think need to be added, what we think need to be omitted. But if we start to give reasons, so it means we have started doing things differently. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Obri. His Excellency Vincent.
Thank you, His Excellency. I rise to correct Honorable Obri on what he just said. I think we are still discussing the program outline. And so someone make a suggestion. His Excellency Brighton, his suggestion was that there are certain things he thinks should be added to the program outline or the motion to be discussed. So we are still in the same lane. We have not deviated from it. As you see.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Vincent Yabwa. Now let's make the progress, please. So, Honorable Wright, you asked a question, I'm answering you. So, the last time I reached out to the person spearheading that particular initiative, he told me that he will not be able to make it to LA, but then his representative is here with us, who also double as a class rep. So, if the House will grant me the opportunity, I will allow her to brief the House on how far they have gone with regards to the parliamentary system. Honorable members, please, there cannot be meetings upon meeting, please. His Excellency Mr. Lewa.
Thank you, His Excellency. Respectively, we are still discussing the program outline. So if we should call in someone to come and brief us on that, then we are deviating from what we are doing here. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Bishop.
I think what my brother, His Excellency, the former News President, was hammering on is that the updates, the last time the committee was formed, they were tasked to submit a list of, Mr. President, you have given them, we expected them to draft something, but actually present it to us while they are executing their plans, so that the early members will also have a say. Because this is the first time that early members are in the unknown of the activities of the planning committee. So what if it happens that any early member has a problem with any of the activities stated by the planning committee, then where are we going to champion our plea? The time I respectfully, if you get what I'm saying. So the planning committee can do us the courtesy of presenting to initiate. Then, Mr. Chairman, then you will hear from us.
Thank you very much, Excellency. That is why there's an update on week celebration. So when we get there, the chairman of the committee will come out and brief the House so that if you are not pleased, the House is open for you to ask him questions. Honorable Lawrence, I should have introduced you, but the former councillor Tony to Sedan, former general secretary, and two-time presidential aspirant, one in Grassack, one in SRC.
Thank you very much, the chair of the House. Thank you very much, as you rightly introduced. I rise to add my voice on the update of the SRC committee. A committee was created. In an essence, we have mandated that committee to take decisions on behalf of us. And so in some way, they are going to report to EXCOM. And so EXCOM will give them the mandate to go ahead. And so when I see the updates on the SRC committee, I see no banter should be raised against that. Once we get there, then they give updates. If you think that the House think that no, this is so and so should have been done, then we advise on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lawrence also answer. An addendum from Honorable Cornelius Frojo.
Thank you.
Former Board Chair.
Thank you, Your Vice Chair. I respond to the name Samuel Frojo Cornelius. On this same issue, although I think the powers of the local assembly were in collaboration with the SRC could have called for an emergency early to propose their activities to members and take out from their proposed activity what they did from start to end. So at this point, so members are here. We could still scrutinize their work, tell them what they did right, what they did not do wrong, and we still can make corrections to their proposed dates, venues for activities, and how they should go about it. So this banter should come down, so that at that particular moment, the chair for the planning committee,
my boss, the former Unified Youth President.
The chair respectfully, my name is Bryson Ako, former local president. Looking at the tangents the local assembly wants to take, respectfully, we want an assurance, my bosses, that when we are discussing or when they are giving us an update on the week celebration, local assembly can propose a change in dates, a change in activities, a change in venue, and a change in the amounts being spent. Besides, I raised an issue concerning a budget breakdown. If the budget breakdown is not in the updates, then we are not accepting the tangents the local assembly wants to make. If the budget breakdown of the SRC celebration is part of the updates, we set to make amendments, I repeat, in the dates, venues, activities, and monetary wise. I have this submit.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Rajoni Nyako. I can't promise you of all the proposal of His Excellency Ephraim Emmanuel Fancy, my boss. He also gave me the opportunity to serve as a PRO under his leadership.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Indeed, you are wise and may you live long. And then thank you for this opportunity. The Vice Chair, I think looking at the program outline, the outline is really packed. And as you rightly said, I think the former Lux President made a very great submission with regard of us adding GA matters to either of the program outline. I believe that will help instead of us sending it to AOB, because it's a matter of interest to us. And then again, because we are in the technological world, we've been able to scan the QR codes, and then we've had the program outline. And I've perused through, respectfully, the chair. I've seen the minutes, presidential message, and then that of EC, their CIs, but the report on the planning committee was not captured. And as the chair rightly said, when we get there, we will cross. But I believe that this house will be presented with the detailed breakdown, the amount that during the first daily, the house accepted that we should use for the week celebration. If probably there is an addition, we will add it to it, or if there is more subtraction, then we also do it. So at the end of the day, we will not have problem. The reason why I'm saying that is, last year we almost had an issue with regards to the sports committee when they couldn't present a report. And then we all could attest to the fact that LA still stands still for almost 2 hours because of this issue. So, respectfully, the planning committee are here. I know perfectly that they have their program outline on board and then their budget breakdown. Respectfully, if they've not done it, 2 or 3 members can put things together so that when you get there, they can present it to the house so that we move forward. I have this submit.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Ephraim Johnson Emmanuel. Like I said, be rest assured that the planning committee, together with the executive committee, will not fill the house. When we get there, the chairman will step in and bring the house. Don't bother my, but trust me, the chairman will do the work. Please, time is fast spent. Let's make a progress. Any other issue?
Informations I gave out, I think I gave out information concerning the audit report too. Giving clauses from the SRC constitution where the internal SRC auditor must give us an audit report. I have this update.
Thank you very much. His Excellency Watara-Nellyun, not that the House or the SRC is denying local assembly members of the audit report, but I don't want to jump before the drum. Please, if you can be a little bit patient, or if you could, let's make a progress so that by the close of the day, you will realize that at least we've made some gains from that aspect. His Excellency Elder Stephen Danson.
Thank you very much, Chair. I'm Stephen J. Danson. Respectfully, the Chair, with regards to the audit report, I think the bone of contention here is it is not captured here. Now, since it is not here, and we are discussing the program outline, if we don't fix it here, you are under no obligatory to discuss it because it is not part of the program outline. So his concern is that it should be at least here. If it is here, and you tell us when we get there, we will discuss, no problem. But here, it is not part of the program outline. And anything outside the program outline is not discussed. Please, I believe you get there.
Yes, please.
So that's why he is much concerned that since this is our financial statement, but nothing of such was, added here. That is the bone of contention here. So if it was to be here, fair enough. But since it's not here, maybe if we are to make adjustment and add it to the program outline, no problem.
Yes. You see, previously it was passed.
Okay.
But due to an information that was in it affected the whole thing. So we have to pull it out. That's what we not included in account. And before you get bank statement from the bank, you need to apply for it. And we have asked them to apply because I cannot sit down and use the SRC letterhead to apply for it. There should be a superior cover letter. Honorable His Excellency, you should you come. I'll give you the floor.
Thank you very much, Chair. In fact, I'm really sorry for saying the fall. I think I shouldn't have done that. Yes, in our time, he says you're too painful with them. So with that, I believe you could have. Yes, you could have.
I've served in the office as the financial committee chair, and you could have written to them, asked for the financial statement. You could have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Excellency. I don't know, you've been in the office for 2 years now. I went there with the vice dean. We met the manager. The manager led us to the managers, the operation managers. And she told us categorically that we have to bring a letter before they give us the financial statement in front of the vice dean. And the vice dean said, okay, let's come back to the office. Then I'll get my secretary, prepare the letter, send it to the bank, then your financial secretary can go. The last time I needed to know what the amount of money in the account, he got there, and I have to speak to the operation managers. Then they will give us, they gave us the account balance, they wrote it with pen for us. Yes, that's the situation now. His Excellency,
thank you, the wisest chair. Indeed, you are wise. It's not like we are pulling your legs. But I don't think when you need an information from your bank, it takes more than 24 hours for them to grant it. And I know the cover letter you are talking about. From the vice-in office, we can get that cover letter. So, if respectfully there can be a better explanation to it, we will accept it. But telling us that you couldn't get the cover letter, and because of that, you couldn't get the accounts, His Excellency, we beg with your pardon.
I think I'll take the last addendum, I'll come in, they'll make the progress. His Excellency, April.
Thank you very much, the chair. Indeed, you are wise. Adding up, the chair, I think from your submission, you know, every quarter, every bank does its own review. So I believe that is the review, probably the new review that I've. Then the chair is rightly saying there have been a review of that. But notwithstanding the chair, this one I will not limit to the chair, but it's to the finance committee. The finance committee could do is to render an unqualified apology to the house. That's all. Because it's the.
Unfortunately, I came out and the vice dean was using the ATM. I called the vice dean to come. We got there and they told him to go and bring letter from his office. I said, Mami, sometimes we do call and then they can grant the approval. The woman told us that no, for that one, she cannot do it.
Listen to me. As I already said, for that the struggle that we've passed through, we understand. The chair, per the constitution, you have to present a financial report. So since it's not captured, to cut everything short, the finance committee, to just render an apology, it ends everything. So the chair, you could tax the finance committee. The secretary, the finance secretary is the chair, secretary to the committee. The vice president is the chairman to the committee. They could just do all that and then we move on.
Thank you very much.
Spend more time.
The chairman of the finance committee is not here. The secretary is also here. So when they come, I'll give them the opportunity to apologize to them.
They take allowance.
It's good we hear from the horse's own mouth. Please, let's make the progress, please. Time is fast spent. Without further or any addition or subtraction, someone should move for the acceptance of the agenda. You are not called, please. I beg you, with all due respect. Yes.
Respectfully, my name is Brighton Minako, former local news president. An honorable member was going astray, was going out of order. But it is not in the capacity of a local assembly member to tell him he has not been called. That's the work of the chairman. And for that, please, I'm putting him to order. Allowed or disallowed? Disallowed. Disallowed.
I was on the floor. My name is.
I use the microphone. Maybe it has escaped me and I use the microphone. You are making a proposal. It is up to me to either accept it or what? Reject it. And I've rejected it.
Alright. So, arise.
Be corrected and cannot be put to order. Respectfully, respectfully, we know you. We know how humble you are. Don't let position change you. It's like the voice and the tone is too high.
I'm scared.
And when it happens like that, members will be compelled to keep quiet and just allow the chair to do his own meeting. And I don't think you can do your meeting alone. So I will beg, I will plead to the chair to kindly maybe take water and it will be fine. And the order, we are all learning. We sustain order or not sustain order. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Vincent Yeboah. Advice well taken. Honorable Cornelius Sufo, Mr. Oka, I have not called you, please. Let me know.
My name was mentioned.
You see, it's not easy. So when we come here and we are appealing to our colleagues that at least they listen to some of our pleas, they will make a progress. And if, quote unquote, some members want to deliberately delay the business of the house, then what's the essence of we gathering here? There's a budget for our sitting. And if at the end of the day, we are not able to make any meaningful decision out of this place, then meaning we have caused financial loss to the university. So honorable members, forgive me for my tone, but sometimes let's all relax and make the progress. The 10,000 students or 12,000 students out there, they have confidence in us and they believe that we'll make the best or take the best decision for the university. I thank you all. Honorable Cornelius.
Thank you, Your Vice Chair. You did your right.
Are you seconding to the motion?
Vice Chair, please, pardon me. With your request, I wanted to seek
the secretary has taken. Okay, the secretary has taken a minute.
I wanted to seek an information on an agenda stated on this order from you, respectfully. A humble plea. We were still discussing the order. I placed my hand up, free hand, wanted to catch your eye to seek for this information. So, I'm pleading.
My legal brain or luminary has advised me. So, the secretary expound the motion for the acceptance of the agenda so that he make his statement. Honorable Cornelius.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Vice Chair. I really appreciate your efforts for
Cornelius forgive me. Cornelius for job. I think if there is an argument between CI and LI, the CI wins. Why does the CI win? Because the CI is constitutional. But the LI is what? Legislative act. And it can be amended. But the CI, since it's from the Constitution, it cannot be amended. We are talking about the Constitution. Constitutionally, is it the case that we have to call for emergency early before we present CI? It's a question. Thank you very much. And another reason is that this year, we believe that leadership is about service and impact. And we have made the needed impact. So we want to conduct elections early and hand over. We don't want to stick to power for too long. His Excellency Vincent Yeboah.
Thank you, Your Vice Chair. Indeed, you are wise. I pray that your wife will get pregnant and give birth to twins. Amen. My name is Vincent Yeboah. It is very good you hand over early. However, there is a saying that if it must be done, it must be done well. When you look at the agenda we're going to discuss, went in 2 volumes for the night. So we look at it, and if we can do something about it, so that the presentation of CI and the vetting committee formation may.
Very much. It's a submission. You see, Honorable, we have SRC with this celebration. The calendar too has changed. This semester is shorter than ever. We will come back in October. So if we do not take this step, my brother, we will not be able to conduct the election. And secondly, you see, the election should be, or the handing over should be a ceremony that maybe other students can pick inspiration from. Over the past 4 years that I've been on this campus, you go for handover ceremony, and the students over there are even less than 30, 50. It's bad. Now let me tell you this. My boss will affirm to this. I decided to contest for SRC president because when I came for his handover ceremony, I took the inspiration from that place. And one promise I made to myself is, if I get the opportunity to come, we are going to change the narrative. We want students to witness the handover ceremony. We are not small. A whole university like ours, then you go for handover ceremony, less than one classroom. It's not nice. And senior, you know, because of the change of academic calendar, if the executives do not come into office early to familiarize themselves with the office, by the time they will get to know the in and out of the office, it's time for them to hand over. So we want to also give the upcoming leaders the opportunity, or those who take over from us the opportunity, to at least make an impact before they leave. So, honorable members, kindly bear with us, so that we'll do this once and for all. Now, someone should second the motion for us.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Watara-Nellyun, the immediate past SRC Vice President. I duly second.
Thank you very much. All right, so someone should move for the acceptance of the agenda. His Excellency Watara-Nellyun.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. The name should remain Watara-Nellyun, the immediate past SRC Vice President, and I move for the acceptance of the program outline to be used as a qualified property of the House. Thank you.
Any second half. Her Leadership Louisa, class rep for nutrition and dietetics level 200.
Thank you, Vice Chair. Please, the name is Louisa. My question for nutrition and dietetics level 200.
Thank you very much, Honorable Louisa. My attention has been drawn to a member that needs to be introduced, the former CJ to FISA, His Lordship Shurajuddin, former EC to SLES. A wave. Thank you very much. Today the house is blessed. The grandson president is here. After we also have the current team president, he says here, His Excellency Gideon. Thank you very much. The greatest politician to ever live on our campus has just joined us. The principal man, the political man, the financial man, Gideon. Thank you for coming. National agenda. To the president. All right. Now, addendum number 1, reading of previous minutes. House, by the power invested, as the chairman of this house, I call on the secretary to read the previous minutes to the hearing of honorable members.
Please, my name is SRC General Secretary, and I'm here to present on the minutes of the second local assembly meeting. Presentation of minutes of the second local assembly meeting of the 2025-2026 academic year, held on Saturday, 18 February.
Secretary, can you pause for me for a minute?
How do we agree to that? I think it will save all of us some time. All right, so secretary, I think you take it by bulletin.
As a tripod. Opening of meeting. The meeting was called to order by the Vice Chair at 11:30 a.m. with a total of 61 participants present. This included one of the three kindly go through the first, which is the opening of meeting. Acknowledgements and adjustments of the agenda. His Excellency Frank and Emmanuel suggested the need to indicate the House first on various international signs used in meetings. So please, let's kindly go through the second minute.
Honorable members, I want to suggest that we take it page by page. It's about 19 pages. Honorable Buama.
Okay, the Vice Chair, my name is Emmanuel Buama, the former General Sports and Games Treasurer. The Vice Chair, I think she should move for the discussion. She will be discussing based on the bullets. I think that one will be best.
Thank you very much, the Vice Chair. The Chair, please, family. The account added those Sankofa Inchi. The Chair, respectfully, I believe that with regards to the agenda, I think we couldn't exhaust all, but I think swearing in of level 400 course representative should have started everything before we have the minutes ready, so that they can be able to also engage in the order. Thank you very much.
With the minutes, let's spend some few time.
Item 1, reading of previous minutes.
I'm told those of you using the QR code, your pages will be different from the hard copy. Honorable Lawrence, also answer.
Thank you very much. The Chair of the House, I rise to correct a statement in the minute. The first bullet, the introduction, she made mention of the chair or whatever, sorry, and the wisest chair also. At that point in time, there was the chair is one way or the other holds a position. And if you refer to him as the wisest chair, that is very good. But then who is that very person? It could be the vice president at that point in time. It could be the council.
Thank you very much, Honorable Lawrence also answer. So, it's on the same.
She moved for the start.
Okay.
Honorable Lawrence also answer.
Thank you very much. The chair of the House. The agenda is that reading of previous minutes, and so the House deemed it fixed that we should go by the point by point. But it says that reading. So if it is reading, based on that, she should read, and then we move ahead before we come back for discussion. Thank you very much. Discussion.
Yes.
On His Excellency, Vincent Yeboah.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We are reading, so if we are reading points, then we will have a time to discuss. So we are still on the reading. So let's say point, then maybe he mentioned the points there. We move on. Then when it's done, we move it, then we discuss it. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency Vincent Yeboah. Sir John.
So we say we are taking about some 3 minutes, 5 minutes to read. I may not be able to open. So I suggest the secretary to read.
Point of order.
And so suggestion was made, and
Sir John, kindly be on your feet.
Suggestion was made that we should use point by point in reading, and the whole house agreed. Yes. So decision has already been taken.
So stay. So kindly resume your seat. Page 5.
So, the bullet is still on the reading of the previous minute.
Page 6.
Presidential message reference.
Page 7.
Updates on SRC projects. Presentation of financial report from the local accounts and GSGS periods.
Page 9. Page 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16.
17, 18, 19. Secretary, move for the discussion of the minutes.
I will understand on the SRC General Secretary. Duly move for the discussion of the minutes.
Any seconder? Honorable Asari.
Thank you, the Vice Chair. My name is Asari Manuel, course read BEd English, and also hard-working fresher, 2026. I rise to second the motion that the minutes should be discussed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Asari. Honorable members, the minute is open for discussion. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Page 4. His Excellency Vicente Bois.
Thank you, Your Vice Chair. Indeed, you are right.
Please, your movement is becoming too fast. I think my name is Vicente Bois. On page 2, Honorable the former councillor made a suggestion on where opening of meeting. The meeting was called to order by the wisest chair, and he was saying that there should be some correction or an addition. The wisest chair has a name in the position, so it should be fixed there.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. Secretary, can they do that? Page 8. Page 9. Page 10. Page 11. Page 12. Page 13. Page 15. Page 16. Page 17. Page 18. Page 19. In the minute. Secretary, move for acceptance of the minute.
I will understand that the SRC General Secretary move for the acceptance of the minutes.
Any seconder?
Honorable Cyril. Honorable Cyril, those of us here cannot hear you. Looks PRO.
I, Sarah Mensah, Deputy Consul for Public Health 100B. Ideally second for the discussion of the meeting to be accepted.
All right, so Honorable Cyril, we have discussed. So now we are accepting the minutes. So kindly do it for us again. So it should be. Yes. So you are seconding the acceptance of the minutes.
I, Sarah Mensah, Deputy Consul for Public Health 100B. I second the acceptance of the meeting.
Thank you very much, Honorable Cyril. I think the secretary has done very well and we need to applaud her for that. This is the first time that is happening in the chamber. She's not only beautiful, but beauty with brain. Please, the chairman is a married man with 2 keys. All right, let's move to the second item on the program lineup, and that is swearing in of level 400 class reps.
I want to make this humble submission to the chair and the house. The electoral commissioner for the JCRC happens to be a member of the SRC electoral committee. So I'll suggest that since we are going to swear in the level 400 course reps, we duly add him to it so that he will be sworn together.
Thank you very much. The vetting committee. His Excellency April.
Respectfully, the chair. I have a question with regards to the, how do you call it? The EC for the hall. If I got you right, you said you were sworn in as the JCRC EC. Right, respectfully, the chair. You see, when we swear in the post rep, there are early members. We are swearing early members, so they will take different oaths. I think nothing prevents them. Okay.
Yes, so it's going to be separate oaths. Thank you very much, His Excellency, the former president. The CJ is our entry and as customs demand. Shall we be on our feet to usher in the CJ?
Please kindly resume your seats. Please rise and keep standing. Honorable Vincent Yewa.
Thank you, Your Vice Chair. Before the CJ will continue, I think I'm scared here.
No, the chair, I'm also scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Thank you, officer. I think you don't have to remove it. We are aware of him. It's part of the security arrangement of the cities today. Sometimes you need to disguise yourself. Maybe he's a DNI officer.
DNI officer don't cover this.
This is the House of Records. So we allowed Mr. Martin because it's a constraint. And even with that, I will endorse that he sit down since it's a constraint. Because this is a parliamentary house. And having security men here, you'll be intimidated. I cannot speak freely.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So constraint, please, kindly sit down. We are a constraint.
Mr. President, let me respond to you. I think the last time we had a GA here, if not for the intervention of the security men, like the news outlet would be good at all. Even though they were present, but some of the students were handcuffed. So when you see them and you are scared, you be mindful of the contribution that you make.
No. I disagree with you, Mr. Chair.
Please don't be intimidated.
I'm scared.
The way he's on our neck, at least you should be outside.
Sir, I'm afraid.
Officer, you can come and stand at my back.
That way you will not agree. No. Ask for covering the face.
Officer, so the voice of the people is the voice of God. So let's listen to the people. Thank you very much, officer. His Excellency, the Vice President, the Sitting Vice President, Nellyun Edmond Johnson, my backbone.
Thank you very much, the Chair. My name is Edmond Johnson, the SRC Vice President. The Chair, when you said the level 400 course class reps should start, I saw only 3 people, and it is very appalling looking at the number of level 400 classes we have on campus. And I can see some level 400 students seated among us. Maybe some of them might want to be the course rep for their various classes. For instance,
Point of correction.
Thank you so much, Excellency, the Vice President. You've been at LA for so long, and you know that when school resumes like this, a lot of the 400s will be having their own thing. And even under your administration, someone has proposed a song, school never be so yeah, and so you should understand. Last year, even the 400 went through. So now, how many are we? 3. We are lucky.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. His Excellency, the former / President, thank you for the correction, and we can proceed the chair.
Thank you, my able Vice President. CJ.
Thank you. Good evening, honorable members. Today, we are here to perform a constitutional mandate to swear in our college level 400 class representatives. We are going to start. They will be taking 3 oaths. That's the oath of members of the general or the local assembly, followed by the oath of allegiance and that of the oath of secrecy. So if I say level 400 honorable members, please can you be outstanding as we administer the oath of members of the general or local assembly. I, having been elected or appointed to the General Local Assembly of the SRC, do hereby in the name of God swear, solemnly affirm, in the name of the Almighty God swear, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person or as may be specially permitted by law, through faith and allegiance to the SRC, as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty, the Constitution of the SRC.
The whole EC.
So, for the whole EC, you are going to take the oath of allegiance and the oath of secrecy. So if I say I, you mention your name, and you repeat after me. I do in the name of Almighty God swear that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the SRC as by law established, that I will uphold the sovereignty and integrity of the university, that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the SRC. So help me God. The oath of secrecy. I, holding the office of do in the name of Almighty God swear that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in discharge of my official duties, or as may so help me God.
Thank you very much, His Lordship, the Chief Justice of the SRC. All right, the Chief Justice cannot be in our midst, so let's rise, give him the opportunity to step out. Kindly resume your seats. Thank you. We move to agenda number 3, presidential message. As the Constitution demands, the council attorney shall assume the seat of the chair to chair the meeting while the chairman delivers his message. On grounds of this, I want to vacate my seat and allow the SRC council attorney.
Please, let's keep quiet, stop movement, and listen to the presidential message. I think we have done marvelously from the beginning of the program up to this point. Let's continue that way, listen to the presidential message. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the wisest chair. President June 2026 at the Chapel Extension Conference Room. The chair, His Excellency the SRC Vice President, Local Groups President, His Excellency Samuel Powell, the JCRC President, His Excellency Christian Okoro Jr., and Vice, the immediate past SRC President and his Vice, Presidents of various departments, sincerest and most profound on our campus, fellow students and distinguished members of the local assembly. It is once again a singular honor to see the class process way to the new lecture block, the new lecture theatre, and the sports complex. In leadership, in to